Okay, let's look at question 7. 7A tells us that Adrian has 550 stamps in his collection. He increases his number of stamps by 18%. Okay, find the number of stamps in his collection now. Right, so at the start, he has 550. Right, so 100% of his old stamps, he has 550. Right now, I increase his stamp number by 18%. Right, so now it becomes my total new number is 108%. Right, so how do I calculate? You can do the long method. You can find out why is 1% first, then you can find out why is 118%. Okay, or otherwise you can just key in your calculator 550 multiplied by 118%. Right, just key this in straight into your calculator. You will get 649. Okay, that is the answer, 649. Okay, so next look at B. Mine collects postcards. 28% of the postcards are from Australia. 55% of the remaining postcards are from Europe. Okay, the other 81 postcards are from Asia. Right, so this looks a little bit complicated. So maybe let's try to draw a diagram over here. So postcards. Okay, so 28% of them are from Australia. Okay, and 55% of the remaining are from Europe, right? So this part here, it's a bit confusing, the wording, right? Of the remaining postcard, it's not saying that, oh, over here it's 55%. No, it's not like that, okay? So what it's trying to say is that whatever is remaining, right? So maybe let's try to find out what is the remaining first. Total, you know that everything adds up. Over here, everything that adds up would be 100%, correct? It's like a probability tree like that. So if it's 28% here, the remaining that it's not from Australia, sorry, it's 72%. How did I get 72? I take 100 minus 28. Okay, so 72% are the remaining. Okay, now this makes it a little bit more clear. 55% of the remaining postcards. So 55% of this fellow over here. Okay, 55% from this part are from Europe. Okay, and then the rest, so the other 81 postcards are from Asia. Okay, so same thing. Over here, these two notes, it will add up to 100% as well. So if here is 55, the other guy must be 45%, right? Same thing. How did I get 45? It's 100 minus 55. I get 45. And this 45 corresponds to my Asia. And I know that this is also 81 steps. Okay, that's what the question tells me. Okay, so from here, I need to calculate the total number of postcards in her collection. So basically the big number over here, right? How many postcards does she have overall, okay? So if I know, we have to work backwards now, right? If I know that 45% represents 81 steps, can I maybe work out what is this part here? Right, I can work out like over here at this node. I'll shift all this down. Okay, so if I know that 45% is 81 stems, same thing, I can work out what is 1% and then convert it back to 100%, right? Okay, so maybe I'll do that. So if 45% is 81, to find 1%, you take 81 divided by 45, you get 1.8 steps. Okay, so here doesn't really make sense mathematically, but it's okay. If I multiply by 100, this gives me 180 steps. Okay, so what is this 100? This 100% at this 180 stems mark, right? It means over here. Okay, at this point, I have 180 steps. Okay, so don't be confused at where we are yet. Okay, over here, it's 180 steps. So maybe let me use another colored pencil. Right, so if you look at the question here, now 72% is related to the 180 steps. So 72%, it's now my new 180 steps. You're okay so far? Can I? So if 72% is equivalent to 180 stems, same thing. I can work out what is 1% and then work out a total of 100%, which is finally my final answer. Okay, same thing. If 100, I'll take 180 divided by 72. I learned that 1% is actually 2.5 steps. Okay, same thing. Let's try to find 100%. 100%, I multiply by 100, I get 250 steps. Okay, so that is my final answer over here. Okay, final answer would be 250. Okay, question looks complicated, but as long as you draw out everywhere, understand what they mean by the remaining postcards over here, I think you should be fine.